Hello YouTube, how are you? My name is Mike. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to discuss the midweek, well it's kind of near the end of the week, review of MSTY and NVDY. So these are my two main positions. I have 300 shares of NVDY. I bought 2 shares this week of MSTY. So thanks to whoever you are that logged in to use my referral code for Questrade. You just bought me a share of MSTY, so much appreciated. And so looking to build 6 pillars of income. I already have one with NVDY. Second one is almost halfway there, which is MSTY. And then from there, we're going to make a decision. We'll see how it goes. So welcome aboard. We're going to take a look at how both MSTY and NVDY are doing this week when it comes to our weekly calls, as well as their synthetic options. Before we get started, I wanted to let you know that I do have chapters down below. So if you ever want to skip the intro stuff, you can definitely do that. But I just wanted to say thanks so much to the 1,255 subscribers. Much appreciated. I'm glad you're here. And if you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that button if you feel like it. All right, let's get into it. Let's get rid of that tab up there. And we are going to talk about yieldmax. So I've gone ahead and opened up yieldmax's website here. I'll link it down below. And I've taken a look at some of the options here on NVIDY's page. So couple things to remember here is that NVIDIA is the underlying stock. It's currently at $123 now. I'm filming this midway through the day, so this could change by the time 6 p.m. rolls up tonight. Yeah, doing pretty well today. It's up 4%. NVIDY itself up 2.63%. Usually when it doesn't go the same level as the underlying means that we're capped. And when you're capped, it means that the weekly calls are not as high as the price of the underlying. So that means that we're not capturing as much upside. So let's take a look and see what's happening here on the website. So NVIDY here, we have the treasury stuff. This is where a lot of our cash is stored to gain interest, money with interest. So that's good. But the things that we really care about would be down here. I'll go ahead and put an arrow next to it. We have this is called a synthetic option, $119, and that is going to be closing on November the 15th. So basically just a very, term, we'll use this term loosely, but for me, whenever I see the synthetic option at 119 and I see the share price above it, that's good. That means we're going to be making money on that synthetic portion of the options there, which is really, really great. Looks like earlier today, and I actually created a note, earlier today, NVIDY had a call of $120, which ended next week, which was on October 11th. I've gone through this file right here, and I haven't seen the 120 in here anymore. I'm wondering if maybe the fund managers closed that today. They did have a call credit spread tied to that for 124, and I do still see that one sitting right here. Now, that would make sense for them to close that because NVIDIA did skyrocket today. Like we saw there. So if they were able to close that and still maintain this 124 call spread, then that could make us some money. And that's the new strategy. They're trying to reduce the amount of, actually, they're trying to increase the amount of money that we make whenever a stock has a major upswing like NVIDIA did today. So that's at 124 sitting right there. We also have a couple options closing out tomorrow. The closing date is tomorrow. So we see here 124. Oh, sorry, that's the one I just talked about. 128. So let's go take a look at NVIDIA 122. We're looking okay with that one. That's another call spread right there. And then we have 2 down below here. Now, this one is a new option that they opened. It is closing on October 24th, so it's got some time to go. So $123. It's only 1,600 positions. And then the one at the very bottom is the scary one here, 123. This one closes tomorrow, October the 4th. And that's a big beast of a position, 45,220. So, yeah, it's a big one, that's for sure. So we'll see how it goes by tomorrow, but this is kind of classic fund managers. A little bit, they're putting their calls a little bit too close to the underlying price. Whenever the underlying price has a major upswing like it did today, we're at risk of not winning the week and losing that week and having to spend more money to close those options. And that actually lowers the amount of yield that we take in at the end of the month, right? So not awesome, not awesome. I'll leave it at that. But the synthetic portion of this is so far good, which can help kind of mitigate those mistakes by creating options so close to the underlying price. So that's going to be your NVDY conversation. Let's jump into MSTY. Bum, 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 bum. MSTY or Mr. So MicroStrategies currently trading at $160.73. Now, again, this could go up or down by the time 6 p.m. rolls around tonight. But yeah, it's a good day. I should say this. I'm going to say this from my perspective. I'm looking to buy more MSTY shares, and I want to buy about 155 more shares, which is going to take probably 4 months to do. And so when the price of MSTY goes way up, I'm thinking, oof, I'd rather buy at a discount. So from my perspective, yeah, it's great that it's going up. It makes our share price better, but I'm still in that accumulation portion of my investment journey with MSTY. So if you don't know much about MSTY, it is the ETF by yieldmax. It is following the underlying stock of Mr. or MicroStrategies, which has a 1% stake in Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin goes up, so does Mr. As Bitcoin goes down, so does Mr. So let's take a look again. $161 there. Let's take a look now. The page for MSTY on yieldmax's website is so much easier to look at than NVDY, but we'll go through it together here so you can see we have a huge amount of cash just sitting there ready to be employed, which is good. It looks like we have a call here, and now I may correct myself in just a bit. October 18th. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's a Friday. $160. All right. $160. The price of okay, perfect. That's the synthetic option. So how did I figure that out? I just saw that it has a call and a P next to it at the same price, 160. So that's the synthetic. Now, with the synthetic that's closing out in 2 weeks and 1 day, we're okay with that. If with the underlying stock price being over top of 160. So that's good. There's a couple treasury things down here. We also have 2 calls closing tomorrow, which is Friday. So we have a 190 and 175, and you can see here. Oh, it's actually really only one. One's the call, one's the call credit spread up here. So 175 is the number. So that means that if Mr. was over 175 by tomorrow, that would mean a loss for us in our weekly call. So it's got a long way to go. So if it did climb that far, MSTY price would shoot up as well. So I'm going to knock on wood and say we're pretty safe with this one. Even if we're not, and Mr. has an incredible day tomorrow, we should make a ton of money on our share price there. So that's the benefit of having a higher call right there, 175, whereas the share price of Mr. is 161 right now. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. This could be a win for us this week. We are, for me, I like whenever the fund managers don't go so close to the underlying price, 3%, 4%, 5%. It's too close. If I was to be doing my own options, I'd be looking at 10%, 15% out and just taking some wins, right? Taking some wins every week. My goal here is to not pay money to close these options, and I think yieldmax should maybe take a page out of that book as well. Over the last 2 months, they paid so much money because they've made errors in putting their options so close to the underlying price. But that's just my thoughts on this one. I don't know about how you guys feel about that, but I wish that, let's just use an example. Let's say Mr. is at 161. Why not go 10% out from that? Yes, it wouldn't make us as much on the premium right away, but you're probably not having to pay money to close that option at the end of the week or 2 weeks. So which one's going to make you more money? I know they've got a lot more math behind them and AI and computers behind them making these decisions, but it would just make sense for me to be 10% out, and you're less likely to have to pay money to close that option at the end of that week. That's just my thoughts on this one. So yeah, I just want to have a quick little stop in, see how you guys are doing. We haven't talked in 24 hours, and I'm really happy with the support you're providing my channel. I'm going to put a few links down below for things that I use every day. If you ever want to, get a drone or this microphone or, my laptop or a cell phone, or the one thing I use every single day, Greens Plus, because this is health and wealth. I use Greens Plus every day, and I use the energy one. It definitely makes my day a lot better. It's great for the gut health, and it tastes like orange drink from McDonald's. I don't know if you remember that or not, but yeah, check out my links. If you use my links, I get a small commission, and if not, that's okay. If you could do me one big favor, could you hit like on this video so more people could see it? Awesome. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. My name is Mike. This is Health and Wealth, and you are a part of this community. Talk to you later.